Hey, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome. Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whichever part of the world you're in. I wish you a very good day, a very good evening, a very good afternoon, a very good morning, and welcome. Okay, I'm just looking at if everything is going live, so I'm dual streaming right now on Twitch and YouTube. Yep, looks like we're live. Looks like we are live. Oh yeah, we're live. We're live. We're live. We are alive. Okay, so my plan is essentially to continue where I left off last time, although I did a bit more since the last time. I basically just want to, go through the rest of the book and like finish what I started, basically. So what we're building here is an endless runner. It's basically, there's a character that Ace Gamer! Hey, a very good evening. How are you, man? How are you? How was your weekend? What am I making? So I'm basically, I just got into like C++ game dev. Holy shit, just came back from a trip to Banaras. That is amazing, man. So it was like a pilgrimage, or was it a fun trip? You found this gem of a woodland shoe for 2.5k. That's a steal, man. Holy shit, that is nice. That was a pilgrimage, nice. That is a steal. Yeah, so welcome back. Welcome back, man. Hope you had a nice trip. Dad was like, take it, huh? Man, I love your dad, man. Like every time I listen to like the stuff you tell me. You don't have to tell me twice, huh? That is nice. That is awesome to hear, man. An F2004 model car for him. Tell me it is from McLaren. Hey, a very nice birthday gift, huh? That is nice. A Ferrari for Mr. Schumacher. That's nice. I'm pretty sure he's going to love the gift. 2004. I mean, that was like, he was a beast. He was a beast at that time. Like unstoppable. He was literally a demigod of motorsports back then. Although I'm more inclined towards Mika Hakkinen because of the stuff that he, like when he does stuff, it's just mind blowing. But otherwise, like Schumacher is very consistent. He's just a dominating figure. Your parents got married the same year Schumacher won his first world title. Holy crap. That must be extremely special for him. Holy crap, man. I can, like, all of your NPC dialogues, if ever, will just have Ferrari and Schumacher. That's nice. Really nice. I'm sure he's going to love the gift. I think 2004 was also his legendary win, if memory serves me right. Might learn Italian just for that. Italian because it's a Ferrari. Ah, so these guys import all of these, huh? Okay. I thought they had like a 3D printer and they were essentially just, you know, printing it in-house. I think it had like 100% podium finish that year, huh? Holy crap. Proper die-cast metal body plus plastic parts. Nice, man. I think for the price, I think it's pretty good. Although I have no idea about like the industry, or I don't even have like the sense to compare these things, but like hearing from you and like from the unboxings you've done, it looks pretty cool. That was 2002. Oh, it was the last year he won a world title again. Yeah, I'm kind of hazy with those, like what happened during that time. I remember Hakkinen won, I don't know if it was 2003 or 2005 or was it 2002, and then he retired early. I don't remember now. '99 and 2K. Okay. Yeah, I think 2001 Schumacher and a Ferrari. I think it's a fantastic gift for them. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, hey Papa. Just give him the car. Take me back, please. I know, man. I'd love to go back to that period. I'd love to go back, honestly. If there was a time machine, I'd be the first one to get on it. Talking of time machines, if there was one thing that you could do in general and you had a time machine, what would it be? Oh my god, man, not fall in love in 2018. Was it 18 or 19? And like don't tell me this is with gaming and all of that. I mean, I'm hoping this is like, you know, this is not that. Ah, I see. Like an actual actual girl. I like how we have to say an actual girl. Fuck. Hey, I'm terribly sorry for like these intermittent sounds, if that's being captured in the mic, and if that's annoying, because someone just decided to start Deepavali early this time, so so that's what you would like to change. So you'd never meet her, or you'd never tell her what you did tell her? Not really audible, okay. That's good. Yeah, because it's my ears are actually getting there's a rapture because of these. Neat, because I'm sure I'd tell her. I'm actually very curious, although I shouldn't. You know, kind of pull this information out, I guess. But like, did you make the move, or? Actually, let me rephrase my question. Did you pursue her for a really long time and then make the move? Holy shit. I see. East far over there on the domain of YouTube. A very good morning. Is it fall there yet, Eastford? Or are you guys still in a long running winter? Holy shit, this was a long distance. Like, was it long distance later, or did that how it all begin? And how are you doing this lovely morning, Isford? How was your weekend? Later, huh? It fucking snowed last night, huh? Hey, that sounds like a really nice weekend to me. Because she found someone else. I need to get back into Breakpoint. At some point, yes. Actually, yeah, I just need a capture card I can plug the PS5 into and then stream. In a no shade with no HUD gaming. I think I need that, man. So Ace, did she initiate the breaking up? Okay, so we have uh, yeah. I would stream that from a PS5, which means I have to basically play the entire game again, do the entire thing. Because I don't think my 1650 Super can take Breakpoint. Yeah, if it was meant to be, it would have. Guys, just give me a second. I think my baby probably hurt herself. I'll be right back. This will just take a couple of minutes, hopefully. I'll be right back, man. Okay, we are back. Where's my cam? There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Okay, where are we? So, yeah, to answer your question is what this is it's essentially a tutorial that I'm following from a book. It is building an endless 2D runner where the character basically has to jump from platform to platform, and there's a limited amount of time in which you have to complete the level. And while you're moving, platforms behind you disappear, and the preceding platform can be either above or below the current platform, and you have to jump. But if you miss, you still have like a booster that you can activate to kind of grab onto the platform or just land on the platform. But that's slow. That's slower than running. So these disappearing platforms will catch up eventually. Yeah, so you just have to stay ahead of these disappearing platforms and keep running until you reach the end of that particular level. So that's what I'm working on right now. Essentially, this is just like an exercise in something called entity component system. That's why there's like a bunch of files here on the left, each of which does one particular thing. Yeah, I'm just learning about how to architect or structure like the logic or like the behaviors of different things in a game. Could be a player, could be the camera, as in the view of the person playing, other objects in the game, like the platform, for example. Yeah, stuff like that, essentially. Taking input from the keyboard or a controller or a mouse and stuff like that, and drawing all of these on the screen. So that's what's been up. So we're handling input here, and we're passing in the frames per second. East for what plans for today? The handle input first, and we want to wrap this. Excuse me. Okay, so we're checking if this instance is receiving input. Handle this input. And I'm gonna set the same position as the player sprite. Okay, so checking if this instance receives input. If it does, we call handle input, meaning that any camera update instances that we call get input receiver on will execute this this code. Okay, now in the if block, the M position like left and top essentially being set to the same position as the player. We're not setting the width here, but whatever value we set for the width back in the handle input function, yeah, so this remains. When the camera graphics class will set the parameter SFML view instance, each frame we'll have like zooming in and out in sync with the mouse wheel. Okay. Right, so here we're anyway setting 1 will not cause any zoom. Okay. Hey Eastford, have a good one, man. Thanks so much for dropping in. What the fuck am I typing? Okay. Camera graphics. We want to extend the graphics class and send in a pointer to the window. Private, obviously, and also have a view. Then this is where you just have like a sentinel value. Then we say texture pointer. Okay, and null pointer. We need a for minimap. Call that goal. Okay. Then in out the minimap. Actually, this doesn't matter. Zooming. We have like 640. Okay. This music, I don't want this track. Okay. What else? Time, display, UI. We need then would initialize it right here, but okay. Okay. Excuse me. Pointer to a window. We have a view instance. Okay, we have a vertex start index that we will initialize in the function. We have a pointer to the texture, to the position, checking for minimap. Okay, we have the size of the minimap and text. We initialize this in the constructor. Okay, and pointer to a window. Then we have a float rect report. There's a pointer to a then from component we have our word assemble, vertex array, not canvas, then an update type, generic update, and then we have a standard shed pointer, which is a player. God. This is also going to be of type no, we don't need this. We just need the texture coordinates. Yeah. Yeah, this is all we should have. Okay, so now in the private section, we went through that. Um, Now this will be responsible for drawing the vertex array that will contain the updated vertex positions and texture coordinates in each frame. This makes sense because the camera can control moving and zooming and then drawing. We can have as many cameras as we like. We could make a 4-player game with the screen divided into 4. To play a split game or... Okay. I'll have the starting index. So our camera will have an almost fully transparent rectangle to create the border between the mini map and the main screen. Okay, so we have the M underscore texture. This will hold our image with everything. This will hold the size and coordinates of the camera's view of the world. The size and okay. Very slightly. Between the main view and the mini map. Okay, and then we have the minimum and maximum sizes for the view of the world. We will have, okay, we'll have this on the top left corner of the screen. We'll have 3 draw calls in each frame, and for each camera, 1 for the text, but we will only call draw for the text in the main camera. Then we'll add later another one later when we add a parallax background. Okay. Okay, so we have the time after the game has ended. This will show the time after the game has ended. Okay, we have the constructor function declaration. Sending in a window pointer of type render window, texture, view size, and the viewport. This will define the area of the screen. Document that. Okay. Right, so we have the get time function, get time connection. We'll return a pointer to the m time variable. We will add that. It will be called by the level update class. Returns the naming has to be proper. Although it's a pointer, but still. Okay, so this will give the level update class the ability to change the m_time variable's value. That will change the text in the top left corner. So let's level update to okay, and then we have the usual function. We have a canvas, the generic update instance, and the texture coordinates. Let me double check. Canvas, generic update, and texture coordinates. Okay, alrighty. And the draw function. Okay. Okay, let's add the C++. Camera graphics.h. We need the player update. I think we would also need the camera update. View size and then viewport. What? Camera graphics. What the fuck? The texture. This is supposed to be a pointer. Okay, so because this is supposed to be m underscore window. Yeah. Okay, so we'll initialize that. Um, okay. Font load. Why is this a what is it? Commicap.ddf. Expected a type specifier. Isn't that what we are doing? Expected a type specifier. Your type is a font. Excuse me. Well, I have graphics. Why the fuck would anyone do this? Let me just fuck this AI. Construct the font from a file. This is what we're looking at. Doesn't load system fonts automatically. Use open from file. Load font files 3.0. I'm not going to do this here. Back here and open. There it is. Okay, so now we say fonts slash comiccap.tdf m underscore text okay. Dot set font is m underscore font. Okay, we set the fill color, set fill color, and then we're saying as if color to 55 0 0 and 255. Okay, and then we'll add a scale, set scale 0.2f. Okay. Okay, we initialize the render window pointer. And the texture pointer. And then we're setting the view size with the view size. The viewport is set by calling in viewport, passing in viewport. Okay, and then we're saying that if the viewport size is less than 1, that means minimap. Otherwise, we will show the score, the time on the top left. Okay. So to expand a little on what the viewport is. So the viewport and the view size are different. The set size function determines how many world units the view will show. Back to the tutorials here. View 1, view 2. If the view has the same size as the window, everything is rendered 1:1. If it's smaller or larger, everything is scaled to fit the window. You can implement a minimap by drawing your entire world to view, which is rendered in a small area in a corner of the window. The area in which the contents of the view is shown is called the viewport. To set the viewport of a view, which is what we did, viewport is not defined in pixels, but instead as a ratio of the window size with half the size of the window. Define a centered viewport with half the size of the window. So this is half of 0.25 and 0.25. In this example, it's half of x. That's why it's this much. But it's full of y. That's why it's full. And same here, it's half of x and full of y. Okay. You could show a lot of the world in a very small viewport, or a small amount of the world in a very large viewport, depending on what suits the game. Viewports are defined in normalized coordinates, means that the smallest possible value is 0 and the biggest is 1. Therefore, the default viewport that covers the entire screen will have 0 of height. This is position.x and position.y is 0, and size.x and size.y is 1. Okay, let's add a symbol, void camera, graphics, assemble. We're sending in the vertex array canvas reference. We have a shade pointer of type update called generic update. Then we have an int rect text coordinates. And then type camera update. No, just right. That is correct. Camera update of a pointer to update. Isn't this what we did? Layer graphics, assemble. Yeah. So we already have camera update, right? No, we don't. Okay. So it is of type player update. So this should be of type camera update. But does this doesn't work? Get position, which means that this has to be I am casting excuse me. This also has to be update. Canvas.get vertex count. And then we will add 6 because we will have 2 triangles with 3 vertices each. Const int keep x coords dot position dot left, and then so this will this is the left and top. Then we have the width and height. We have const okay. Okay, so now canvas m underscore vertex start index dot text coords dot x is equal to and this will be vertical position. Okay, let me go back to my streams here on YouTube and Twitch. Okay, it's all quiet in here. All quiet in here, very quiet. Although actually, instead of using these variables, could just like directly use position and size. It will make it quite difficult to read, but I think it will make it kind of if we need variables. Yeah, I'm just gonna replace this. Okay, this is the 0th index. This is triangle 1. This is vertex 0, vertex 1. This plus 1 position dot x plus x coords dot size dot x, and y will be the same basically. Yeah, so we don't need these. Then vertex 2 will have this is going to have both let me fix the ordering. Then x will be text coords dot position dot x plus text coords dot size dot x. And then this will be y and y. Right, because we have zero, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these two will be the same. And this is size dot x and we have this which is size dot y, which means these guys will have both size dot x and they will have size dot x and size dot y, and this one was just going to have size dot x this one will have size dot y. Okay, so you've got two size.x. Okay, position x plus size x and position y plus size y. So that's fine. Now going back to vertex 3, which is basically the same as vertex 0. Then we need vertex 4, which is the same as vertex 2. Then we have vertex, actually this is vertex 6, this is vertex 5. Let's keep it simple. Let's call this vertex 5, although it's technically vertex 6. But the index is 5. This is vertex 5, index 4. This is vertex 1, index 0. Vertex 3 and index 2, index 4, index 3. Okay, just to keep it clean. And this one will then have oh my god, this is 2, this is plus 3, this is 4, this is 5. So all this will have is essentially, there's no size x because it is 0. This is 0 comma 0. And so this is 0 comma size dot y. Okay, so this is position y plus size dot y, which is like the opposite of 1. Okay, perfect. Right, so we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this is 0. Okay, so we have the quad. For the camera, we are initializing all the texture coordinates of that into the vertex array. They all reconcile to a very light transparent rectangle. We'll have a visual separation between the main cam and the mini map. Okay. Now what we need is the get time end of the assemble. Okay, void camera graphics. This is a canvas. No, we're not drawing. What am I doing? Distracted. Get time connection, and this is F. Actually float. This is a pointer. Float. Just return. Excuse me. Okay, so we just return the address of the time variable, and once the level update class is called this function, we will be able to update this variable. Okay, so we will have to basically set that up. Okay. What else? Let's draw. And this is where we will be passing in the that was just that's just Visual Studio having an anxiety attack. So we need the position of the okay. Start position dot x is get center. I just need to see what this is. Get center. Okay, that's it. That's what it is. So we're getting the position of the center of the rectangle. Minus the mview size, width, half of that. So we have this, the center of the X essentially puts it here. Is that what it is? Gets the position of the center of the rectangle, right? So what we're doing is we're saying this X start position is we're getting the view of the center. And is that where we're setting it? Okay, I guess we'll so just setting the view. Okay, anyway, dot y, and then y by 2, which will essentially make it bang in the center, top left corner position. It should be here, x by 2 and y by 2. This is y, should be here. Okay, that's where the view ends up starting. Okay, now right, and then what we want to do is set the canvas. Canvas m underscore start. What did I call it? Vertex. Vertex start index dot position is equal to start position. Right? And then we're saying canvas +1 dot position is a start position plus there's a vector 2f. This is scale how do I what is scale? SF transform scale. Dot x We basically need this to be cannot determine which instance is intended. I am intending the so I actually have to pass in the start position dot x. Oh. Excuse me. Okay, I need to know how to translate the scale thing. 2.6 to 3.0.2. Transform.scale. Yeah, I can't do that. Or is it just scale.x? Creates vector. Start position dot scale dot x dots. No. Excuse me. right? Um, so start position plus getting the width. Okay, so canvas plus 2 dot position is equal to start position plus m underscore position size x, and this has to be yeah, you know, this ref scale, and then scale dot x is equal to m underscore u dot size dot x. Scale of y get size y, and then here see scale dot x comma 0 and just say scale. Okay, canvas we have 3 position, this once again triangle 1. So this is going to just be the same as 0. So I'm just going to say the start position. 4 is going to just be the same. We have canvas underscore 5, which is a 6th vertex. This will be start position plus this will be 0 comma scale dot x. I'm sorry, scale dot y. Right, scale dot y. Uh, so start position plus this is still comma 0 scale dot x into this. Zero, 0 and 3, 1, 2 and 4. This is 5. This is the start position. Scale dot x. And this will be scale dot x 0. This is what we have here. Then this has to be a starting position because it needs to account for this distance. We're saying scale, which is basically scale dot x and scale dot y, right? And it has to account for this. Okay, so this is the opposite of 1 basically. So this will be 0 comma scale of y, which is what we have here. Okay, so we have our canvas position. Okay, now if it's a mini map, is mini map, then if m underscore view dot get size dot x is less than max width and width is essentially size dot x greater than 1. Okay, so if the view is less than the max width and if the m position is greater than 1, okay, then m underscore view dot zoom that is the width. Else if m underscore view dot get size dot x is greater than minimum width and m underscore position size dot x is less than 1, then we want to zoom M underscore position. Guys, just give me a second. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you so much. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so okay, that's the width. If the width is less than the max width, max width we said is 640. Sorry, 2000. If it's less than the max width, and Okay, and this position, this width is greater than 1, then okay, it will zoom. Okay, or if it's greater than minimum width, so it has to be less, it has to be in this range between 640 and 2000, then it will zoom. Okay, and then we want to do the window set view. Excuse me. Okay, and then we will drawing the time UI, but we want to do this only in the main camera. If the if it's not this is minimap. Yep. We'll set the string and just get in the time. And then m_text dot set position, say m_, m_window. We map the pixel coordinates to I. Then in this we say 5, 5,5. m_window, draw this _text. If it's not a mini map, then we will draw the time UI. Then let's draw the main canvas. m_window, draw canvas and m_texture. Excuse me. Okay, so drawing the text, drawing the canvas and the texture. All cameras will use this. Some code that only the minimap camera will use, and some code that the regular camera will use. So what we're doing here once again, okay, we're initializing the view instance's size and center. We're initializing the size using the size of the view instance on the scale. whatever relevant vertices, just 6. Okay, so we'll add this to the factory. Camera update. And camera graphics. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've done this for almost 2 hours now. Let's actually head into some No Man's Sky. Yeah. Okay, so let's head into some No Man's Sky. Guess we had enough of this for today. Steam, where is my Steam? Okay, I'm just gonna get my controller. Be right back. Alrighty, I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get this baby connected. Okay, running install script. This is the first time I'm actually running No Man's Sky after a really long time. This game has native support for Steam input, uses this system Steam uses to translate your physical inputs. Your layout will show game actions instead of generic commands. Okay. Okay. Whatever that is, Steam, thanks so much for doing everything you do. My game captured. Hey, there it is. Excuse me. No Man's Sky Voyagers. Man, I haven't played this in such a long time. You know what? Just give me a second, a quick second. I'm going to shut down this stream on YouTube because that was about game dev. And restart it.